9 hours and they suck. Oh, bad.
I've worked a 14-hour shift once.
No.
What was it? I did 23 days in a row of work.
I remember that. He would come back to the group chat and you'd be suffering.
I'd be like,
I remember I was bad pressed about that. I'm just like, why? Hannah, why are you doing this? I was upsetting spaghetti.
Holiday pay. It gets me through the rest of the year.
I understood that, but at the same time, like, Hannah, you
No.
do best.
As a self-employed woman who does entertainment and singing for a living, holiday pay gets me through the year.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Not that song.
I love it.
Anything but that song.
I love it. This is what we went live on.
Yes. Duffy. Ah! I want a cookie.
Go get a cookie then.
We don't have cookies.
Oh yeah, we just ran out of cookies.
You guys have a mom. Moms are cookie machines.
She's out. She's working with my dad.
You are fucked.
Yeah.
That's the nutshell. Our lives, basically.
I don't have too much planned for tonight, so
Well,
it might be a short game. Don't know.
I don't have too many brain cells for tonight, so we're good. Hi, Ray!
Hi, Ray!
I love it when Ray pops in. Head almost empty. Yeah, there's still a couple of dust bunnies rolling around up in here.
Despacito. Oh my god, wait, I have a story to tell. Today at work, I have a coworker whose name is Javier. He's great. He's a great artist. He's fantastic. And I was with my friend Jaylene, and we were all hanging around together. And my friend Jaylene, who is Hispanic, she was like, if you don't know exactly what to call somebody in Spanish, you could just cuss them out by using either fruit names or names of colors. And so she walked away because she had to go help a customer. And I just went, naranja. And he just started dying. And he was like, huh? And I was like, I know my accent is awful. He's like, no, it's spot on, you white, red-haired American woman saying naranja. He's like, you said it with such disdain. Like, he started laughing so hard, he was sobbing. And then I just at one point went, Limon. And he started to die.
I am so tempted to try that now with Cecilio.
Manzana.
I think Cecilia would look at me like, what? And Cecilia would be like, oh.
He was like, that's perfect. And the worst part was when I said naranja because it's Spanish for orange, he was coloring currently with the color orange.
Amazing.
So it made it even better.
Ray's just yelling out colors in Spanish.
Azul.
Tu amarillo verde, azul.
Amarillo.
Amarillo.
What to do with my Mexican vampire lady now?
There you go. How mad are you?
She's a woman of God, so she probably wouldn't curse.
Sucio naranja.
You're gonna have to teach me colors and fruits in Spanish.
I only know a handful, but okay.
That's
I
fine.
can help. I can help. I
There you
taught
go,
preschool. I taught preschool for too many years. I know all the colors in Spanish. I know random fruits and vegetables in Spanish. And now I work at an Applebee's. I know so many random Spanish words.
Oh yes. Oh yes. I love that. Well, I have a tutor now. Awesome.
Anyway, that was my funny story.
That's awesome.
Ayy.
Having fun. It's almost over. It's
Just begun. Don't overthink it. Look in my eyes. Don't be scared. Don't be shy. Come on in. The water's fine. You say the ocean's rising like I give a shit. You say the whole world's ending. Honey, it already did. You're not gonna slow it. Heaven knows you tried. Got it good. Now get inside. Okay, we should probably start playing D&D before people in the comments actually question our mental health.
Start to? If you haven't already questioned that, then what the fuck?
That is so true. I mean, everything we went through yesterday for Fandelver was a mental health question. We don't have time to unpack all of that.
Do you have announcements and stuff?
Clone Wars 5e starts this Thursday.
Ah!
Yeah, you and I are gonna be shifting into the Clone Wars era. I'm excited for that though. And
I'm
GKC
excited.
will
It's
be
gonna be
back
fun.
this Friday, hopefully. Ayy. And then Wednesday is the Star Wars Talks. That's probably gonna be our like 'twas the night before Christmas stream, with our first session being the next day after. Other than that, I don't have any other announcements other than I'm very tired. I'm running on 4 hours of sleep, 3 cups of tea, and a fucking dream, baby. Let's go. Coming out of my cage and I've been feeling just fine. Gotta cut it down because I want it all. Fuck me.
No thanks, I'm too tired.
Okay.
Too far away.
Are we ready?
I'm ready, Freddy.
Any other announcements before we get started?
Freddy
No,
Fazbear.
I love you all.
What the fuck was that? I just saw a light flash out of the corner of my eye.
Or
It's a
You
Latin
UFOs,
book.
bitches.
We thought of 2 completely different
God,
things.
is that you? It flashed from my bathroom. Nothing should be on in my bathroom. I'm scared now. I don't trust
Fine.
it. I don't trust it.
Fine. It's just the toilet goblin. It's fine. He'll visit, clean up the poop stains, and then get out of there. It's fine. He makes routine visits to my house too. It's okay. Can I help you?
Anywho.
I am done with you.
I bet you are.
You were gone for 3 weeks, and I don't think you were gone long enough. I'm just
Fine
kidding.
then, I'll
I'm
go
just
to Sarasota again.
just kidding. I actually
I'm
missed you
sure
very
Vader
dearly.
the dog misses me. and the treats I would give him. And eating the used tissues that landed on the fucking floor.
Anyway.
I'm not a dog person.
Okay. Last time. Hold on.
fine.
we are
did
very
something.
prepared.
Right. Okay. Last time, Inga spent some time in the local lake and found a bunch of tadpoles and put them in a jar to start a frog army. And then later, ended with Beryl. Dowan had a nightmare. It's really bad. Him waking up in the inn and everybody disappeared and his food turned to ash in his mouth and it was disgusting. And the tavern was infested with termites. And then he was in his homeland and it was all destroyed. And he heard and saw his wife before she too disappeared in his arms. And then he fell through the ground and then he woke up. The poor guy. I feel sorry. No, I don't. I'm the DM. Dowan decided to confide in Candela about his dream, which ended up being a very heartwarming moment. Candela gave him a hug, which made him feel better. Celine reminded the group that going up to Ashkala would be wise and to find Fort, not Fleta, Fort Anastasia. Dowan also annoyed Calypso until she rejoined the group by banging on her door until she decided to come down for breakfast. Ingar brought back the giant barrel of tadpoles rolling down the hill into the city before Dowan stepped in and stopped it in place. Celine got a chance to meet Ingar and called her creative, which made Ingar very happy. Dowan and Uriel got their letters from the birds. The party discussed either going straight to Ashkala or heading to Creston's capital, which they decided to head to Creston's capital before taking a straight shot down to Ashkala. Dowan got to know Maggie a little bit more. This the old woman at the post office who flirts with every handsome man she sees. Discovered that she was divorced from Jerry. God damn it, Jerry. Ingar talked to Maggie and got to spill tea. And that was very, very interesting.
Maggie is the baddest bitch in the whole world.
The crew headed out and made camp halfway through the night. Uriel took first watch, Down and Ingar took the second watch, Candela took the third watch. Uriel and Calypso got to talk about Calypso's imprisonment in her new body. While Dowan and Ingar took their shift, Dowan made the assumption that Ingar acted out because she had no good parental figures. And Ingar explained that, yes.
That fucking hurt to hear.
Yeah. Ammunition, baby. Ingar explained that she and her parents used to go out adventuring, but then they stopped and started to get disoriented and, ignored her more. She found out that when she acted out, people, perceived her and looked at her, and the attention was what she craved. Dowan comforted her, and then they stole the letter from Uriel's pocket that he got without waking him up.
Nothing like almost adopted father and almost adopted daughter bonding over thievery.
Then they gave the letter to Candela for her to read while she was doing her shift. But out of the blue, Candela was lulled to sleep by the presence of the god Darion. Darion showed up in his siren form and woke Calypso to take her to a picnic with the best wine she had ever tasted. It was so fucking good. He dropped a very big bomb on her, saying that she used to have a life before her 300 years of demonic nature. He also reached out and touched her chest and gave her a giant wave of every emotion that she used to feel, which was wow. He said that oh, this is the greatest thing. She said that she used to be great, but he said that she was greater before. So Calypso still told him to fuck off. So he said goodnight, and she went back to sleep. The last shot that we saw was Darion snapping, the picnic disappearing, before he walked to Candella's side, gently patted her head, and said, "Candela, it's time to wake up," before slinking away. Candela promptly woke up saying, "I forgot to put the frogs in the bucket." That's where we left off. So, once upon a time, it is morning time. The sun is peeking over the trees. You guys had good rest. You guys have about maybe half days left journey to head to Creston, or to Creston's capital. So what would you all like to do this morning?
Not drop my phone for one.
Everyone's thinking.
If no one else is going to do anything, Calypso is going to go. We're in like a wooded area. I'm going to go away from everybody into the woods for a little bit.
Okay.
Out of sight.
Okay.
And push the fuck back.
Okay. Roll me a charisma save.
And like I said with the message I sent you, she's
Oh,
gonna
I know.
keep going and going and going and doesn't care how much it fucking hurts.
Okay.
I'm gonna make myself a cup of coffee real quick, so somebody beep me if Candela's needed.
Okie dokie.
Charisma save?
Yes.
7. 2 on the dice.
Nope.
Wait, what was
He's still doing it.
what did
I'm
she
gonna
roll?
keep.
Charisma save. Because she's pushing back
Oh,
against
did
Darion's.
she already roll?
Yeah.
What was it?
It was a 7.
Oh,
But she's by
damn.
herself in the.
I just wanted to see if it was something super high.
You're gonna try again?
Yes.
Okay. Roll.
16.
Nope.
She's still
Do me a
going.
favor.
Huh?
You know what? No, I'll do it.
What?
Don't worry about it.
Doing what?
Nothing.
When the DM tells you don't worry about it, there is only one instinctual move. You worry about it.
Worry more.
Come on. Anyway, there you go. Take 9 points of damage.
She's gonna push again.
Try again.
Even worse. 13.
Points of damage.
Huh?
2 more points of damage.
At this point, she's just like screaming out in frustration as she pushes through this shit.
Calypso, you hear a voice in your head say, "Do you just like pain, or
Get fucked."
I'm a god? That doesn't exactly work that way."
I'm not listening to you anymore. You motherfucker, lied. And I don't know why, I don't know the point of it, but I am not listening to your bullshit anymore. I'm done.
I'm a god, a good aligned god. There is no way that I am able to lie to you.
Okay, sure. No. Done. Done. Not listening. I don't believe a single word you said. I don't care what you think is right, because you're wrong.
So what did I miss?
I'm super dead.
Super.
My God.
You just like you feel Darion go.
That is a divine face palm if I've ever seen one.
I think after a few more minutes of attempting to fight against it,
Mhm.
she's just going to give me time. I will succeed here. And then you're next. And go back to the group.
Keep trying. Sure you'll get nowhere. It'd be a lot easier if you just went with me. You're the only one fucking yourself over. That's it. That's all you hear. Anyway, who's next?
Can I can Fractum meet Calypso as they come back to the camp?
Calypso, would you allow that?
I mean, yeah. She's heading
Then yes.
back. She looks fucking pissed. She's also, I'm assuming the damage is coming from the tattoo.
Yeah, it burns with
Yeah.
light. Ouch.
She's managed to get like the one piece of fabric that she has that actually could be like considered like sleeves.
Are you all right?
Fine.
Are they bleeding? Is she bleeding?
No.
Okay.
The worst part is there's no physical ailments. It's all tied to your soul.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So it's like burning from the inside out. Yeah. You don't feel so good.
Sounds good. Sounds really good.
This is fine. I'm fine.
Yeah. It's like the attempt is like trying to rip your soul into two.
Hey.
Yep.
No,
Yep.
her
Yep.
She who shall not be mentioned or referred to.
It's just Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Cool.
No doubt.
No.
I am in love. Are you in love? I agree.
Yeah. Factum's just gonna say, I saw you storm away from the camp. I was concerned for a moment, but I wanted to give you your space.
Oh, I see you do a wonderful job at that.
Look, there's space here. And Fractum gestures at the more than 6 feet between us. Would you like some tea or something?
She just stares and walks past.
Ooh. She is in a salty mood today. Fractum's gonna fly up and just take a look around, just to get a vibe for what's in the area, if there's any people nearby or birds or creepy villain.
Roll perception.
12.
Oh. Yeah, so you take a look around. There's lots of like wild birds flying out. It's a fairly nice morning. Nothing dangerous of note, nothing out of the ordinary. It's a very nice morning.
Okay, I'll fly back down to the group. Bid good morning to everybody and quietly sip some tea.
I would like to see if I notice anything missing.
Okay, roll perception.
Excellent. That is a 23.
Yep, same thing as Fractum. Nothing of note. It's very peaceful.
No,
It's just a normal day.
I specifically asked if I noticed anything missing.
Missing. Okay, I thought you said. My bad.
No, just
You cut out. Anything missing? 23. Yeah. Yeah, a particular note is gone.
come down from the tree. Take a very deep breath.
Candela's still curled up on her side by the fire. She hasn't woken up yet. Because towards the end of her shift, she took a power nap.
Which one of you has it?
Good morning.
Well, morning is certainly out. Good is depending on who wants to hand over my letter.
What letter?
You know you play dumb too well. Let me tell you something.
My God! Damn!
I only play dumb to those who actually deserve my intelligence, Uriel.
Oh, your standards for who deserves it must be very low.
No, I'm just very picky.
Is everybody crabby today, or is it just the two of you?
Oh no, I slept like an absolute baby.
Oh, sorry, the two of you. Infractum will gesture at Calypso, who I'm assuming is just fuming somewhere.
You can see the smoke rise from her head.
Where is the letter, Darwin?
I honestly don't know.
What is this letter?
I received return correspondence from the person I sent the letter to. And now it's not in my pocket where I left it. I wonder why that could be.
Well, I didn't. I'm sorry. Did I see anything in the night? I'm being presumptuous here.
Not. You were sleeping the whole night.
I don't sleep.
Oh wait, no, you're trancing.
No. Fractum does not require sleep or trance.
Oh my God! No, you didn't see anything.
Okay.
I'll just say that. No,
I was knitting. I was knitting furiously.
Yes.
Okay.
I apologize.
Oh no, it's okay. It's one of the warlock things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because warlock. Why don't you just sleep? Because warlocks.
Warlocks is.
Because Eldritch Sugar Daddy, that's why.
Mm-hmm. Or Sugar Mama. I'm not really entirely sure.
Sugar Guardian.
Sugar Guardian. I like that.
That works.
Sugar Parent.
Okay.
So,
Parental figure. Parental figure.
No, I don't like that one.
Sugar Warden, more like when it comes to warlocks.
Ooh, like Batman. I would love Batman as a sugar warden. But
Um,
I digress. D&D, everyone.
Uriel, I do not know where your letter is.
Nor do I, unfortunately.
Back to my belief. You not buying it for a second.
Technically, I'm not lying. I knew where it was, but then I fell asleep. I don't know where it is at this current juncture. That was above. That was our character, by the way. So I'm just like, but Darren's just gonna stay silent, looking at him, just be like, I don't know what else to tell you. I do not know.
You're all going to give me an aneurysm.
Still asleep.
Not that I'm
Candela. Morning.
The frogs in the bucket was not my idea.
But
Alright, it was mine.
Wait, frogs in a bucket. That sounds interesting.
Ignore me. I dreamt about prank I might have witnessed be pulled back in the monastery. Hi, how is everyone? Oh, I totally didn't fall asleep on my watch. Oh no, everything's fine. Hi.
Good morning.
Uriel is just looking.
Oh, Phantom, nice to see you. You finally caught up with us. It's good to see you.
Oh yes, I needed a reprieve, but I arrived just
Hope
as you fell asleep.
I hope we weren't too hard to find.
Oh no. Some of you smell.
I mean, Calypso's a literal fish out of water, so that's kind of hard to ignore.
Oh yes.
I think she smells like bourbon.
I meant no offense. It's just you're not hard to track.
That's entirely fair. Candela,
What?
I seem to be missing something. You wouldn't happen to have found anything last night after I went to sleep?
I found out that maybe gods can fuck with your dreams and make them a little bit real. That's all I found last night.
That I can confirm. I seem to have lost my letter that I had before. Though I doubt anyone who can't. I doubt someone who can't read Siren wouldn't find it nearly as interesting.
Maybe you should have hit it better. And she says that in a way that she's just like saying that as a statement, not to be like, oh yeah, I have it. She's just saying it as a statement. She's neither confirming nor denying the whereabouts of the letter.
It may or may not be a letter.
Should be ready.
Tea!
Of course.
A fancy.
Now that's fancy.
Hey,
fancy.
I try.
Now be careful around the electronics.
Of course. Would you like some sugar?
I'm not drowning my laptop again.
I'm drowning my lungs with coffee right now.
Mm.
I'm not
I'm
sleeping tonight.
I'm drowning my lungs in nicotine.
I have strawberry milk. I just remembered.
Chocolate milk.
I like chocolate milk.
Alright.
But Darren is just gonna say, well, tell you what, I will help you look for it this morning. So, where were you sleeping again? Up in the tree?
Yes.
Did you sleep upside down?
I'm not a bat.
Well,
Besides, the blood rushes. I've tried it. Blood rushes to my head, and it's not fun to wake up in the morning that way. Sleeping is fine. Waking up, yeah, no. Leads to terrible things. Very impractical.
Sounds like a personal problem.
And Darren's just gonna go to the tree he slept in and as best he can act like he's looking around.
Okay.
Would you like me to roll something?
Roll
Zone.
deception for me.
Okay, which one of you are gonna fuck me? Come on, baby. This could go either way. 14.
14. Uriel, roll me insight.
17.
Yeah. Darwin, you make it a little too nonchalant.
Okay. So he's doing that, looking around like with the hands on the hips, being like,
Like,
Where could it be?
where could it be?
very very pantomime-esque, just
A little bit, yeah.
You're terrible with this.
Apparently so, because I can't find it.
It would help if you were actually looking.
What do you mean?
Darwin, you are many things. Walking wave of destruction, a adequate father figure, but a good liar, you are not.
DM.
Yes.
Are Darwin and Uriel engaged in conversation to the point they're just focused on each other?
Yes.
Alright. Candela would like to get up and do her morning jog.
Okay.
In the meantime, she's gonna find Calypso's gear. And she's gonna plant the letter in Calypso's belongings.
Roll me.
Sarah's down for this.
Roll
Sarah
me,
is down for this.
roll me sleight of hand with advantage.
I would like to.
My god is a god of mischief.
Can I see this?
Fractum, are you really gonna fucking snitch me?
Oh no! I just want to see if I can see it.
Oh,
Well,
man,
it
I'm
depends on the
worried.
roll.
Alright. First roll's an 11. Oh, second roll was a natural 19. So that is a 21.
Yay!
I'm just gonna say flat out, Fractum, you don't see it. You're too busy like looking around, making sure that everything is, okay.
This poor guy. We're really spreading his business around.
Candela doesn't want to get caught with the evidence.
Slurp.
And since Calypso's been a bitch to her, this is payback. Sarah, I love you. I want you to know that I love you. But
Calypso,
Candela
however.
hates Calypso.
Calypso hates Calypso, okay?
Raccoon's just slurping the tea, just looking around, staring into the distance as chaos happens around them.
Yeah,
Well-
and then I continue with my morning jog around the camp.
Temptation. Ooh.
Okay. Alright. Nuriel. I will happily take my bag and empty it out on the floor in front of you.
I have a better idea. And Uriel snaps his fingers, and a small green ring settles around him and into the floor on both of them. And I cast Zone of Truth.
Okay.
If you pass it, it doesn't affect you.
Yeah.
Remind me of what Zone of Truth does.
It's a 14 charisma save. That's 10 minutes. Create a magical zone that guards against deception in a 15-foot radius sphere centered on a point you choose within range. Until the spell ends, a creature enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there must make a charisma saving throw. On a failed save, a creature cannot speak deliberate lie while within the radius. You know whether each creature succeeds or fails on its saving throw.
Dallin, what is your charisma save?
I'm. Come on, baby. $14.
You meet and beat.
You meet and beat.
Okay.
Meet and beat. So as far as you know, Uriel, he's supposedly telling the truth.
I currently do not know the whereabouts of your letter.
I think the caster knows if somebody succeeds in a save.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I
Okay.
know if he succeeds or not. And
Okay.
I think if he tries to lie, if he does, like the first one's free. First, he can lie to me the first one. If he tries to lie to me again, he has to re-roll the save.
Okay.
Works. I thought you were just immune for 24 hours.
That's what I
I
thought
don't know.
also. Because
I
it's like
thought once you save, and you're just immune for the next.
I think it's like charm.
Like someone can. Well, no, you're not immune for 24 hours because someone can keep trying to cast it. It's one of the only ones that can happen. But
Doesn't
if you pass, you pass.
yeah? It's one of those. It doesn't say, which is kind of irritating. It only gives you. It only tells you what happens if they fail to save, but not what happens if they pass the save.
I think if they pass, they pass. You're aware, but they pass. That's how I've always played it, at least.
I mean, I'll look it up while you guys continue to roleplay.
Sure.
All right.
So
Yeah.
continue, Dallin.
But yeah, that downstairs is gonna go. Look, I do not know the current whereabouts of your letter. And like I said, I will happily unfurl my bag of gear, everything, until just to put your mind at ease. Would that put your mind at ease?
No,
Would it help even in the slightest?
no, because if you were going to because if you were going to have my letter for whatever, what I'm sure will be a hilarious joke, you wouldn't keep it in your bag where you could offer me to drop it or offer to empty it out. That'd be too easy. I at least credit you with more cleverness than that.
I don't know what to tell you, Uriel.
He'll wave his hand and dispel the effect. Given that half of the letter is, given that the parts of the letter that I would rather not be read or written in a different language, then I don't know how many people in this party speak aside from 2. But I'm a little less worried about it. It'll find its way back to me one way or another.
Oh shit, I forgot I wasn't muted.
Well, I hope you find it soon.
I'm sure.
And at that point, Darwin will just have some breakfast, have some coffee, until we are all ready to move out to the capital.
Okay.
I do my push-ups. Wait, where's
Push-up.
Celine?
Celine, thank you for reminding me.
Yeah,
Um,
Where's my not girlfriend?
Celine is nearby. She's like just woken up. She's like finishing buckling the last bit of like her armor.
Totally not trying to flex as I'm doing my push-ups.
Okay. Roll me performance.
I have a -1 to that shit. I have no charisma. 9.
So you do fine on your push-ups, but like you're like so focused on Celine that you do like one too many that you're like, oh god. Celine goes, "Are you okay?"
I'm good.
All right.
Ugh. Brush the dirt off my face.
She's
My
just gonna,
hair deflates. In
Oh.
response.
She's just gonna like roll her shoulders a little bit.
Does she do the Bucky thing where she does the whoop-ow?
No, not that.
Damn, okay.
That like is in the spoon. Okay. So yeah, Celine like just kind of rolls her shoulder and goes, you missed a spot like right there.
Oh.
There you go.
Okay.
Feeling all right this morning?
Can you keep a secret?
Sure.
I'm gonna lean very close so that only she can hear me. I did have Uriel's letter, but I planted it in Calypso's bag. Does that make me a bad person?
Wait. So you found his letter?
I technically didn't find it. Someone gave it to me. I'm not gonna say who.
So someone stole his letter, gave it to you, and now you've planted it in her bag.
Yeah, because I don't want Uriel to kill me.
Normally, I would be against this kinds of stuff. But Calypso seems to be the kind of person to put the blame on.
Did she just call Calypso the, like, group scapegoat?
Oh my god.
It makes the most sense.
My love for this woman has risen.
It's not the only thing that's risen.
No!
He meant my hair. My hair started to stand up again.
Sure.
I am biologically female. I don't have a PP.
Madam. That's
God
my
damn.
shitty British accent. Of course. It's not my
Alright.
convincing accent. If I wanted to be convincing, then I would be convincing, but I'm not trying.
Candela just goes, Celine, I think we're gonna be really good friends. You good?
Sugar. Celine totally does that. Right.
Yeah.
I believe that.
Celine just goes, yeah.
Yeah. Well, you should get ready to head into the capital.
That's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Celine will head towards the others of the group and just say, good morning.
I'm gonna go to Candela.
Mm.
I'm gonna kind of like shimmy my way up to her. I'm gonna do like a casual, not casual, like strut. We're like, so that was smooth.
I don't want to discuss that again. My face still really hurts.
That was pretty funny though. I'm not going to lie. So,
Ooh, ow.
are you okay?
Yeah, I kind of popped my neck in the wrong place.
Oh, hey.
Hang on. Can you pop it? I want to try.
Okay, all right, here, hold right there. Are you good?
Yeah.
Are you able to move your
Made
head?
a noise.
Yeah. All right, and do it the other way, and it'll get the other side too. Like,
Really?
yeah. You feel good now?
Maybe.
Yeah.
That was kind of terrifying.
Wait till you visit a chiropractor. They could pop your entire spine.
What is a chiropractor? What?
Okay, so we're gonna have one pit stop we need to make when we enter the capital, because you have to experience this. We have a chiropractor at the monastery.
Oh. Okay.
Ow! Fucking Jesus flies!
Oh goodness.
Alright, well, okay, but continue.
Yeah. Okay. That sounds very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So you want Celine? Is she your new friend?
I guess we're friends now?
That's
You're-
suspicious.
She's just really pretty, and every time I'm around her, I say stupid things.
So this is more than a friend.
It's kind of one-sided right now.
Okay, but it's not like but it's not like best friend territory.
No, you're my best friend.
Okay, I was really worried about that. When Celine came along, I thought that she was going to be your new best
No.
friend, and then I was gonna have to like
No.
go back to those teenagers to like try and talk to them
No.
because otherwise I
Of course
have
not, Inga.
no one close to my age.
Inga. And I'm gonna... There goes my phone. I'm gonna smush her cheeks and have her look at me. You are my best friend. You will always be my best friend.
Okay, you're my best land friend. You're the best.
You're my best
so
sea
pretty
friend.
and cute.
You are so pretty and cute too. You are so pretty and cute. I'll let go of her face.
So do you need help with Celine?
I just... Once again, I don't know if she even likes girls back. So I'm just gonna...
Ask her.
Not right this second. Because we do have this mission we have to focus on. She did ask us for help. I just want to see if things happen naturally.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But you know, I could definitely annoy her to the point that you start to look magnificent. You know I could. You know I
I
could.
know you could, but let's leave it as a last resort for now. Okay? Okay.
But I'm here to help you if you need.
I know.
I love this friendship
Yeah.
so much. Brings me life.
Yes. Alright. And Kendall will pack up the rest of her stuff to get ready to travel.
They have two bros energy.
Two bros,
Yeah, two bros
in
chilling
a
in a hot tub.
No,
5 feet apart because they're not gay.
Although the
what-
both of them incredibly are gay. But not for each
Mhm.
other.
Not for each other.
Maybe.
Not for each other.
Alright, is there anything else that you guys would like to do before you all head to the capital? Ah!
That was a lot of buzzing going off at once.
Mm-hmm.
Ollie.
Oh, how are my tadpoles?
Oh, your tadpoles. Your tadpoles are fine.
They're fine.
They're good. Yep. Excuse me. They probably, excuse me, will need to go into like a fresh leak soon to get new fresh water.
Okay, we can do this. What I can do is like make a tiny little drainage thing in their barrel, and while it drains out the old water, I'm slowly filling in fresh water.
So let's just hope the tadpoles don't slip out with them. You need to put like a little filter in there so it keeps all the tadpoles up.
Yes.
Yes. I need an adult for that.
Candela and Inga are discussing how they're gonna keep the tadpoles in the barrel as we make our way to
Go on.
the city.
All right. So you guys start to head towards the capital, which I believe is called Linden's. Should be. Linden's.
My linens.
Lemons.
Lemons.
Lemons. The city
Linen.
of lemons. Everything is yellow.
Naranja.
Naranja. Linden's. I was right. Haha.
In the city of lemons,
In the city of lemons.
everything is yellow, but the only food they have there is corn.
I would.
That
Wait,
just
so-
sounds like an
so,
outright nightmare.
Question: Which country are we in? Are we still in Centaur country, or are we now in Phoenix?
You're
country?
still in Creston.
We're still in Creston. Okay, we're going to the capital, Creston, and then we're going to Ashkala.
Yes.
Gotcha. Good to know.
It's from the capital, from London. It is a straight shot up along the river to
Okay.
Ashkala.
Gotcha.
So you guys head to the capital. It takes about half a day to get there. So by the time that you get there, it's about noon or 1 o'clock. So you guys can go to the tavern for food, and in case you want to, you can see around you guys that there is, and I have a thing for Dowan, so give me a second while I'm thinking. There are lots of decorations going up. Lots of people coming together. There are signs littered about the place saying hiring for the festival. So there are lots of little shops, like little flower shops and little bakery, that are asking for help specifically in preparing for the festival and are willing to pay for the help. As for Dowan, because of the message that you sent, where is it? To meet at the front gates, correct?
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Okay. Anyway, so as you guys are coming into the capital, down when you kind of look around, and out emerges Kaylee, looking around. She's kind of, look around, kind of like, okay, where is he? And then as soon as she sees you, she goes and waves as you're coming round a bend.
Darren waves back, and anyone who is watching, he has a very goofy smile upon his face.
Smooth.
We both just lean in like. Candela leans to Inga. You're seeing what I'm seeing, right?
Oh, I'm seeing exactly what you're seeing.
Alan, is your face broken?
Yeah, what Fractum said.
Real just like smirks and like,
I do smile.
I didn't
guys.
know that the corners of your mouth also went upward, not just downward.
Now that I think about it, I don't think I've ever seen you smile.
I don't think I've ever seen you really express emotion except for
Wait.
like yesterday morning.
Are you blushing also?
Gary looked at him, not so funny.
A synchronized gasp was perfect.
Beautiful.
I love all of this. I don't want to interrupt all of this. I'm just letting you know Calypso is wandering the fuck off.
Oh,
Fair.
God.
That's fair. That's very Calypso.
Mm-hmm.
We need to clip this. I hope I'm using that term right. I don't know what that means.
Um,
Yeah.
So- Darren's just like, oh, I'm going to. You know what? It's fine. It's fine.
Yes, it's fine. You can murder us after you talk to your new friend.
Is your face broken? Because you're
Probably.
doing
I
something.
think everything about me is broken. I'm not going to lie. Maybe it's the temples.
No, I think she was making it obvious that you're attracted to the person that you were uncomfortable waving at earlier with a wink.
Well, while you deal with that, Darwin, I'm going to go drop off this book. You have fun on your own. Bye. He's going to go off towards the Chief Justice's office.
Okay.
With a shading grin on his face. Not so funny now, is it, old man?
Fractum is gonna just like look at Dawa and be like, I'm just messing with you. I'm gonna go get a job.
Aren't we? I'm sorry, but in the realms of D&D, you never hear that phrase ever.
I'm gonna go get a job.
I've got to get my
Sarah's
CV
reaction as well. It's good.
Out of all the unrealistic things we can do in D&D, getting a job is the top?
Yes.
No. It's getting a full 8 hours of rest and feeling refreshed afterwards.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Getting a full 8 hours of rest and having everything cured.
I'd also say
You
taking
know-
a bath.
You know it's bad when in D&D we're like, yeah, fucking a dragon is one thing, but could you imagine getting 8 hours of sleep?
Making a living wage.
Having friends who stick together?
That's
Five
actually
people.
I
likely in D&D.
6 people together forever.
Wait, people having different religions and coexisting?
What?
Different races.
Who would have known?
I love how
Alright.
Alice is just like,
One word.
did you just go there?
Tieflings.
No, I'm like, then what is this entire friend group?
Fair point.
Fair point.
But,
Friends.
mm,
So Fractum is going to sort of like take their fingers and sort of like tiptoe over Dallon's back as they walk towards the wherever the job postings were.
Darren's just gonna go, okay, now you're just showing off.
All right.
Uh,
So Fractum goes and finds a job.
I've had like 2 seed for the last like 8
Yeah.
sessions. So
So you go and you actually find a sign outside of the local library. They need help setting up for some decorations and also some general overall cleaning. And some books do need to be organized.
Fractum is down.
All right. So you are occupied with that. Go ahead and put in 70 wood, 50 seed, 10 pearl, and 7 iron.
70 wood, 50 seed, 10 pearl, and 7 iron.
Yep.
Cool. Fractum will use prestidigitation, mage hand. All of their cantrips will come in handy, except for maybe spare the dying, unless one of the bookstore owners chokes on a peach pit or something. And we'll enjoy it. And we'll also, there's a new feature that Fractum has, as we had leveled to 5, called One with the Shadows. So sometimes, without even thinking about it, Fractum will just like disappear into the shadows. So like the shop owner's like, what's going, what, hello?
Okay.
And Fractum will be like, oh, sorry, I'm quite quiet.
It's this kind of older elf lady. She's like, "Oh, don't worry, dear. It's perfectly fine. I do have some muffins and tea. Also some scones. Would you like anything?" Oh, she's precious.
Oh, yes, if it's not too much trouble.
Oh, not at all. I've baked more than I can eat myself. I've practically made so much it could feed an entire army. Please. When she goes and gets a whole like platter of tea and all these wonderful little like crumpets and cakes and stuff like that. She brings it over and sets it on one of the tables. And just goes, "Please help yourself."
If it's not too trouble, I know an army that would enjoy these. If you don't think that you can finish them off.
Oh, well, if you would like to take some, then by all means go ahead. It's any way that I can repay you for helping me, especially cleaning the library. It's hard to do it myself, especially at my age.
Oh, please, it's my pleasure to help you. If I may, do you happen to have any books on the old world before the battle?
Old world. Well, I do know of one book. We don't have any historical books that go into much detail. However, there is a book that I do know of that is filled with old songs and poems about that time. So you can gather what you will from that. I believe it's in that aisle over there, and she points. It should be a blue-bound book.
Yeah, Fractum will go over, use Mage Hand to pull it off the shelf.
Yeah.
And then return with the scone in their mouth, just kind of like perusing it.
Yeah. The scone is really good. And the tea is fantastic. The book is very thin. It's one of those books where instead of it being like really thick, it's maybe only this thick, but it's filled with really old like poems and stuff. Excuse me. It kind of describes the beginning in a very poetic and metaphorical way of like how the elves were born of the trees, that they split from the bark of the trees and became elves, and how the sirens were weaved of the waves of the ocean, and were born that way, and how the phoenixes were born from the sun and they fell to earth that way. How the centaurs crawled out from the stone in the mountainsides, and how they are made of iron and rock. So it describes the beginning in a very flowery way.
Okay.
And it just says that there was, time of discovery, it was beautiful and everything was lush and blessed, so on and so forth, singing the praises of Pandor.
Okay. This is quite a find. Thank you very much.
Oh, of course, dear. Anytime. And let me know if there's anything else I can do for you.
Well, I'm happy to stick around and keep an eye on the shop if you would like further assistance during this time.
Oh, I would love it. Thank you so much. Is there anything else that you would like to do?
No, as it's all good. I don't want to take time away from everybody else.
Cool.
And yeah, Fractum is happy they're in a bookstore. So
All right. So everybody else, and I'll get to Dowan's thing last, since that's a one-on-one thing. Is there anything else that you guys would like to do?
Blacksmith in town.
Yeah, there's a blacksmith.
Well, I'm going to.
Okay.
I'm going to look for someone who looks very capable. An adult, someone who looks wise, and an adult.
Yeah, you go into the blacksmith, and there is a big, tall, strong, muscular elf, and he's banging away at a project.
Okay. Like we're talking like big
Like,
muscle,
big muscle.
tall.
And a little sweaty.
Oh, okay. So I have my tadpoles with me.
Uh-huh.
So I'm going to kind of roll them behind him and like prop myself up on the barrel and just
Okay.
wait until he notices I'm there.
Yep, he
Your mom, dad are home.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, what is that?
They're
Okay.
here.
They're back home. So yeah, he's like banging away at what he's doing, and then he stops and puts down his tools and turns around and goes, "Can I help you?" But like really low voice.
Yes. I believe you can. Wow, you are very strong.
Allstate, are you in good hands?
Oh my gosh. So, pats the barrel. You see this?
Yes.
Well, I have an army growing in this. And the problem is, I have wheels on. One, I have wheels on it, and they haven't been reinforced. Two, I need to change out the water because this water is too old for them, so they need fresh water. But I need to drain out the water in a way that these won't die. So I was thinking like getting a straw through it, but then putting a filter over it so that my army will not come out of that as I fill it with fresh water. And my third problem is I am a child and I need adult assistance.
To be honest, I've never done anything like this before, but I won't say no.
You won't say no?
No. I can create a filter for the water so you don't have to change it out, so it stays fresh without you having to do any of that. I can reinforce the wheels for you. Do you want me to create a proper lid for it?
Is that possible?
Yes.
I would appreciate that very much.
All right.
The last problem is I am a child, so I don't know how much money I have. I have money. I just don't remember how much I have.
Where are your parents?
That's a good question. So I'm thinking maybe I can go out and get some more money. But I probably have more than I think I do. I'm not going to. I think I have more than I think I do. But
He just goes, I won't charge you.
are you sure?
Yes.
Can I buy you lunch?
How old are you?
No, not like that. I mean, since I don't have enough money to pay for all of this, can I get you food instead? Oh my gosh, don't. I'm not like that. I appreciate your muscles, but come on.
I'm loving this.
She doesn't experience sexual attraction. She just loves big people.
She is attracted to the aesthetic.
Yes.
She is attracted
She's
to the
attracted to
aesthetic.
the aesthetic.
He's like, if you can bring me a turkey leg, then yes.
I can bring you a turkey leg. I can do that.
Deal.
What's your name again? I don't think I got your name. Bob. Name of Bob.
I was about to say Kevin.
Kevin.
No. No, his name is
Mr. Smith.
no, his name he says my name is Marshall.
Marshall. Awesome. I'm definitely going to forget that. I'm Inge. Inge. You know what? So I want Marshmallow. So I won't forget your name. Okay, Marshmallow wants a turkey leg. I got it. And then I walk out.
He starts to work on all those projects.
So now I'm on a
In
quest.
exchange for a turkey leg.
Yeah, I'm now on a quest to get a turkey leg. But like a good turkey leg. Not like a meh. Am I being called? Hang on, let me check if I'm being called.
Yes, am I being
Hello, am I being called? Hi.
You would have been really concerning is if like, am I being called? And then Hannah looks up and goes, we're here by ourselves.
The cookie machine.
No, our parents just got home.
The
Oh,
cookie machine.
That's why I was like, if it was me, it'd be like if we were at home alone and it's like we hear someone call them from downstairs. I'm like,
Cookie machine.
Give me one moment.
No worries.
I'm just typing everything down.
Cookie machine. Cookie machine.
Ah! All right. Anybody else? Calypso.
I am going to find the temple to Dorian.
Darian?
Darian, that's it.
Yeah.
My mind almost said durian. I'm like, that's a fruit.
I thought you were about to say Durin. No, that's the line of the dwarven family.
My mind went through all of them at like the speed of sound. It just picked the wrong one.
All right, so you go to the temple.
Mm-hmm.
It is very well decorated inside. It's very beautiful.
I walk in. I go to whatever altar there is.
Mm-hmm.
Just glare at it for a moment. Is there any staff here?
Yes. There is a kind of like there's a Phoenix woman that's in her late 50s wearing robes and she's kind of praying as she's walking around and then spies you as you come in and says, welcome. If you need to pray, you are more than
Divine
welcome to.
intervention.
What?
Information on divine intervention. Where can I find it?
Well, I can answer any of your questions.
Great. Explain it to me.
Divine intervention.
Yes.
All right. Well, divine intervention is when one of the gods takes it upon themselves to intervene in our daily lives and show up and show out in a way that makes them known. Typically, it is for the betterment of our lives and for those around us.
Great. What about the spell?
Spell?
The cleric spell, divine intervention.
Oh, well, let me look that up.
She is like that. I'm not here to fuck around with this poor old woman, too. I'm sorry.
It's okay, you're good. You are totally fine. Divine. Come on. Where are you? Okay. So, divine intervention. Okay. So I'm just gonna read it, and she'll explain it, in a way that makes sense.
Yep.
Beginning at 10th level, you can call on your deity to intervene on your behalf when your need is great. Imploring your deity's aid requires you to use your action. Describe the assistance you seek and roll a percentile dice. If you roll a number equal to or lower than your cleric level, your deity intervenes. The DM chooses the nature of the intervention. The effect of any cleric spell or cleric domain spell would be appropriate. If your deity intervenes, you can't use this feature again for another 7 days. Otherwise, you can use it again after you finish a long rest.
She's just sitting there listening with her arms crossed.
Mm-hmm. So yes, that is the spell.
And how does one undo a divine intervention?
Undo?
Yes.
One does not undo a divine intervention. But I've never even heard of undoing a divine intervention.
Please, there must be some way to fix a mistake made by a silly cleric who didn't know what they were doing.
But there are no mistakes when it comes to the divine.
Uh-huh. Keep telling yourself that.
I see you struggle with your faith.
She just gets like that cold smile that never reaches her eyes.
Mm-hmm. So, my assumption is that you followed one of the gods, but are not happy with that anymore.
Sure.
I have never heard of anyone simply breaking the connection between themselves and God. I do know of others who have walked away from their faith, but I do not know how their lives continued after that because they left town. So I have no point of reference.
She just turns and walks out of the temple.
Fair enough.
Heading towards the library.
Okay.
How would you rate your service today?
Knowing Calypso, she'd probably find a way to give a negative review.
Yeah, honestly.
He's the
Neg-
ultimate Karen.
1 star. Can fix my issue.
-1 stars. Would not recommend.
Can I speak to your manager? Ma'am, this is a temple. Can I speak to your manager?
I love those TikToks of like, can I speak to your manager? And they're literally talking to God. Like they get to heaven and he's just like, no, you're supposed to be down there. He's like, I want to talk to your manager. And this is just like, pull lever.
No, this is a Wendy's restaurant.
Sir, this is a Wendy's drive-thru.
All right. Candela, Uriel, anything you guys would like to do?
I don't really know.
Well, Selena's with you.
I would like to gay panic.
Okay, that is a free action.
I rolled a 5.
Is it ever a free action?
Nah, I'll just stick with Celine wherever she goes.
All right. Hang on a minute. Okay. So, Celine kind of walks around the town with you. And kind of like is talking with you, making nonchalant, conversation. And then she sees a little like cart of sweet treats on sticks, kind of like mochi. And so she goes, oh my gosh, I haven't had one of those snacks in forever. Do you want one?
What kind of snack is it?
It's a flour-based dish, and it's powdered with sugar, and it has a delicious filling inside.
Why do I get the feeling Candela has never had one of these before?
She probably hasn't.
Yeah, sure. I'd love to try one.
All right. So she goes to the vendor and buys 2 of them and hands one to you. And says, well, cheers.
Cheers. And then she'll look at the stick and be like, how do I eat this?
They basically look like mochi, so there's 3 dough balls on them. And she just goes, well, you kind of bite into them and bites into one herself.
Nom.
It's delicious. It's sweet, but it's also light. It's got a hint of honey in it. It's really good.
It's just like it's just hallelujah playing in her head while she's staring at this. She'll proceed to just eat all 3 of the dough balls like very quickly.
Yep. And as you guys are walking together and you're eating your mochi, an old elf woman with her old elf husband walks by arm in arm, and she looks at you guys and whispers to her husband loud enough for you guys to hear, goes, oh, look at that cute couple.
My wings poof out at that comment.
Celine blushes.
My hair at this point is doing like the intense flame motion as my wings poop out as well. Stuff back in the ropes, stuff back in the ropes.
You're like, Mom's the last.
Yeah, Candela would do the same thing.
Fun.
Should we go find the others?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
yeah.
Let's go find the others. Right.
Candela's just thinking in her head. That little old lady thinks we're a cute couple. She's crying internally.
Yeah, you guys go together.
Mhm.
Ow. And you go to find the others.
Mhm.
Okay. Well.
Casually just making small talk after the awkward moment is over. Yeah,
it's nice.
Mhm.
You do find Fractum in the library.
Poke my head in. Hi, Fractum.
Oh, hello. Good to see you both.
What you doing in here?
Oh, I've taken a post to make a little currency, I guess.
Ooh,
And
nice.
to I found this cool book thanks to the owner. If you'd like to take a look at it, it's old poems and songs, but I would like it back this evening if you don't mind returning it to me at some point.
I mean, I could just hang out here and read it while you work. Celine, do you want to read this book with me?
Sorry, say that again. Sorry, I got hurt.
That's just so in character, though. Celine, would you like to hang out and read this poetry book Fractum found with me? Hi, Dad!
What's up?
Hi. The girl saved.
Is tonight a campaign or just a talk?
Campaign.
I'm still
It's the
learning
one
all
I'm
this
running.
stuff. So like sometimes there's just talks
Yeah.
Join
and then
us.
there's campaigns.
Yeah.
Join us sometime.
So do you have like a really lousy game master? I mean, like, don't they make the game or like it either sucks or it's really good?
Hold on, I think I heard that Cookies make the game master.
No, I heard cookies make the
better?
game master happy.
Yeah, I heard Cookies were the key to unlocking the game master's.
Mm.
But no,
She can
Hannah-
be bribed. She can be bribed. She can be bribed. Okay, so I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but this is very important.
Oh, of
Are you
course.
working tomorrow?
No.
We're gonna do a pajama day.
Yay!
You guys ever have pajama days, or is that your life?
When I'm not at work. When I'm not at work.
Look at my owl jammies!
So we have. We all lived through the pandemic.
Yeah. Go on.
We have declared pajama days where we declare I'm not getting my clothes. I'm not.
No
brushing
bras.
My hair. No
No
bras.
bras.
No bras. And we try to do very, very little. I want to go to the beach tomorrow. I want to go surfing, but your mom really would like to go to the beach around sunset. So if you'd rather do that, we're going to do a half pajama day and a half go to the beach day.
Yes.
Is that all right?
Yes.
Y'all want to come?
Yeah.
Give me $500 and a plane ticket, and
Just-
I'll be over there.
Just get on. You can get on. Flights are very easy to get on. You just can't be an a-hole to the people on the flight.
Technically, I can't get on any flights until I update my driver's license, unfortunately.
Oh, gotcha.
Because they had the whole STAR program that they do now. I have to update my driver's license before I can
Oh,
fly.
yeah. Yeah. Well, that would be really fun. I know that
Yeah.
Hannah has talked about getting together with you guys, planning some kind of a big
Get together.
big get together. That'd be super fun.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
All right, you guys have an awesome
All
day.
right.
Yeah,
We
we're
love
going
you
to
again,
class.
Dad.
Bye, guys. Love you.
Bye,
Have an awesome
Dad.
day. All right.
Good
Bye.
night. Your socks.
My dirty socks.
Don't forget your dirty socks.
I can't believe he fucking roasted you like that.
He does that all the time.
Damn.
Where
I
do you
took.
think she and I get that from?
You got roasted and I took psychic damage from that. My God.
He's
Also-
a boy. It's kind of his job to be annoying like that.
Also, that pajamas every day of your life thing. Ow.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
Seriously.
That I'm not gonna lie.
What?
Oh, actually, on that note, though, while we're on a kind of like a 5 minute here, Portland is super affordable, and they have this place where you can go to eat food and play games. They provide the games for you, so we can pretty much play whatever, or we can play D&D, and it's just really cool. Portland's a really like dope city, minus it's got a homeless problem like most places, but I want to say like flights there from like pretty much anywhere in the country are going to be like around like 150 give or take, depending on how early you book. So it's one of the options for our get together. Just saying. Florida is also a cool place, but Hannah and Alice live there already, so they might want to go somewhere else.
Like, that's the best part, though, is that we know a lot of really fun places to go to.
Yeah.
A lot of places that you will actually thoroughly enjoy. Florida is called a tourist state for a reason.
Yeah.
There's tons of shit to do here.
Yeah. I I feel bad because I'm from Michigan, so like half of our population goes down to Florida during the winter.
Yep. All the snowbirds.
The snowbirds.
All right.
Yeah, Fractum gives Candela the book and is just kind of like shelving books and dusting stuff and kind of like almost like more alive than normal. Like they just seem like energetically like cleaning and dusting and sorting and organizing, and they're just very like focused on making the space like cleaner and brighter, and like cleaning the windows, and even like folding little paper baubles to hang and add as decoration from the ceiling.
Cute.
Yeah.
All right. Uriel is at the oh my god, the chiefess place. What do you call that?
Nate might be
Not a courtroom. Throne room? Not a throne room, no.
City Hall.
Thank you. City
Yeah.
Hall. Uriel is at the City Hall.
I think he might actually be at the
I think he's out. So that's okay. We're gonna move over to Dowan. So Dowan, all the others kind of split up for their own thing. And Kaylee approaches you and smiles and says, "Hey, you."
Hey,
Did you find your way here okay?
Yeah, no, travel here is usually all right from Willow. We haven't been back in quite a while, actually. You remember that time where a building burnt down here?
Yeah, I did hear about that.
Yeah, we were kind of here.
Yikes.
Yeah.
I know you wanted to talk. And she kind of looks around and says, I know of a few places that there won't be any prying ears. If you want to talk.
Let's get the official business out of the way first, and then we can have that meal.
Sounds good to me. She kind of smiles, and she kind of shows you the way. This cutting through lots of the different like shops and the marketplace and all that kinds of stuff. And behind the city, there is a lovely little hiking trail, filled with lots of flowers, and it's secluded. She does take you to one of the like corners, or like where not a lot of people go. So it's nice and quiet. You have lots of trees and bushes. The sunlight is peeking through the trees. It's perfect weather. It's nice. It's quiet. And no one will be listening in.
Okie dokie. Dao is just looking around again just to make sure.
Yeah.
All right. So, what I'm about to tell you is really strange, but please just
Alright.
bear with me.
Okay.
So, in Willow, we came in contact with a member of a society, an old one, and now that this knight is sworn to protect Candela, the little phoenix girl.
Okay.
Because apparently, what was sent to find her and us, because her village also disappeared.
This seems to be a pattern now.
Which is what's concerning me.
That is very concerning.
So, I know that you have also experienced this in one way or another. I need as much information as you can as to where it happened, if there was any signs of struggle, anything you can give me.
She takes a very deep breath and goes, the thing is that I'm confused myself as to what happened. My tribe, the last time that I saw them, were in Holland, in towards the center, but right on the edge of Holland, right next to the river. And we had trees, and we were formed mostly in the forested area by the creek. And everyone was fine. And I went to leave town to go on some business. I wanted to get some extra supplies from out of Holland and treat my family and my tribe to something nice. But by the time that I came back, all of them were gone. There were no tracks. There was no signs of struggle. The coals in the fire were still hot. I looked in the riverbanks to see if there were muddy footprints or anything that could have led to maybe them hopping into a boat, but nothing. And so I figured maybe they, I don't know, went out on a hunting trip together. So I searched everywhere. And I have no idea where they went. I don't even know where my brothers are. And
Seeing that she's getting kind of choked up,
Yeah.
he'll place his hand on top of her hand to just lightly grip.
and she like takes a breath and just goes, I would very much like to know where they went.
I would like to know where my tribe went as well.
I'm so sorry that happened to you too.
The quicker we get down to the bottom of this, the better.
I agree. Is there any way that I could help?
Find out if any more tribes in Holland have faced the same thing. I don't know about you, but I rarely see any centaurs of any kind these days.
Same here. Disturbs me.
I would very much like to know where we all are.
Me too.
Well, with Celine's help, it should be a little bit easier to find out where they've gone.
Hopefully. And I will do some questioning and asking around, seeing if anybody knows any more.
I would try to do the same as well, but I rarely get a moment's peace these days.
The party a little much to handle.
No, they're fine.
Restless sleep.
Nightmares too?
Yeah.
Shitty ones?
Oh yeah.
Kaylee, my last name is Harland. Harland. He gives that confirming look of, oh yeah.
So you are the descendant.
I hate that word.
The last?
Technically, yes.
I don't know whether I should bow or
Please, don't bow, please. I in the name of Abner, I beg of you, do not bow.
I will not bow then. But seriously, that is, you have my respect.
I do not
You
want
have my respect beforehand, just so we're clear.
I don't want people's respect due to a name. I want people's respect in manner of earning it.
I admire you.
And are you?
She blushes.
I'm not falling. Here's a turn of monologue is going, oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
But
Here we go again.
But technically, yes, I am the last of the Harland bloodline, anyway.
That's amazing. But
It's a
I
pain in the ass.
I can see why. I've only been in my line 10 generations. Not as long as yours.
I say this with all sincerity. I don't give a fuck whose line people are from. What matters
About what they do.
Is their deeds and the morals.
Actions speak louder than words, I find.
I just wish other people would know that so they would stop talking so much bullshit.
She gently reaches up and touches your face, specifically on your forehead, and goes, "You should stop tensing."
Does he manage to hide the blush? Nope! That's a natural 2. That he just goes, I've been told that before.
And maybe you should listen.
I don't listen well.
You poor baby.
Oh, we playing that game.
What game? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh my god.
He kind of just goes and like whips his antlers on her head, just.
Son of a.
Oh, I'm sorry.
She hits your side or your elk side with her horse side.
Okay. Anywho, before you fight this losing battle.
Losing. It's very clear who the winner is, and it's me.
Anywho.
Oh, you're just scared because you know you'll lose.
My dear. I may have lost in the past, but I can. You know what? How about this? We race back to town. Loser pays for dinner.
All right.
Good.
You're on. We're gonna roll off 3 times. And whoever gets the higher, it's like, you know what I mean.
Yeah. Okay.
Hold on. Let me get my dice. There it is.
Is it just a
straight roll?
Straight roll? We're not adding dex or anything?
No. We're just gonna do straight rolls. Alright, what was the first roll?
12.
19.
God damn it.
Second roll?
9.
9. 16. And third roll?
7.
7.
Oh. Reroll.
We'll do a last reroll.
15.
16, bitch.
Oh, damn it.
Wow. Yeah, she plays the game of like, oh no, you're winning, and then just goes, ha ha, bitch.
Okay. Afterwards, he's like,
You underestimated me.
a mistake I shall not repeat.
I sure hope not.
You better not be buying any expensive steaks because that would just
Why
be
would I do that? I'm not that cool.
yet to be proven.
Fair enough.
Well, what's your favorite place to eat?
I do love the grill that's just beyond those trees there. They have the most delicious marinated pulled pork and steak, and they have shrimp and they have fish. They have pork. Just everything. They have really good chicken.
Kayla can see that Darwin's eyes are pretty much rolling in the back of his head, just.
How about we go there then?
Yeah.
All right. The two of you head to the grill,
Yep.
and it's absolutely delicious.
Darwin kind of does that whole sit back and just.
That was delicious.
I may need to be rolled back to the tavern.
Pretty sure you wouldn't like that, though.
No. I just know that this is going to go to many of my stomachs.
Thank you.
Thank you. You're the one who, you didn't have to reply to my letters, but you did anyway, so thank you.
Well, I gave you my bird messenger, so why wouldn't I?
I don't know. That is the question, isn't it? Hold on.
Okay.
Oh boy. Kaylee, I have something to tell you. If what I believe to be true is true, I am not the last descendant.
All right.
Sorry.
That just goes off
That's
to
rough. Alexa, play Despacito.
Dawa goes looks at the table that are clearly eavesdropping and just goes, "Do you mind? Could you please move
They
somewhere
all go.
else?"
Sorry.
Apologies.
You're all
But
right.
my son and wife were part of my tribe that disappeared.
I'm so sorry.
And I don't want to lead you on any further before you know, because I don't have any reason to lie to you. And I don't know if you're just being really, really nice, or if you have an ulterior motive.
Wow, you really fucking said that to her. 5 seed, she's gonna slap him.
I do like you. You are a pleasure to be around. You are very kind, very understanding, and I can tell it's probably best to not be on your shit list as well.
You're right about that.
Not doing great on that last part right now.
But I at least want to be honest with you and tell you.
Well, I appreciate your honesty. A lot of people would hide that kind of stuff, but I'm glad that you told me. And to be honest, I do like you. But if you end up finding your wife and your son, I do not want to be the person who gets in the way. No matter how long they've been gone for. You love them very dearly, I can tell. I'm not mad.
Good. Starts nervously chugging ale.
If you need anything, you know how to contact me.
Likewise
I
to
will
you.
I will be a help to you in whatever you need.
Likewise to you. Again, I'm sorry if this was a mood killer. But no matter what, I enjoyed today.
Me too.
I'm gonna get you next time we race, by the way.
Maybe. We'll have to see.
Mm-hmm.
And she stands up and says, I should probably start going and collecting evidence and interviews.
Anything you find, just send them to me via messenger bird so that I can correlate that with Celine's.
Will do. You take care of yourself, all right?
He also stands. Being a gentleman, he would have stood as soon as she did, and he.
We don't have those values anymore. I wish those were still a thing. Anyway.
He takes her hands into his. Just if you any kind of whispers, if you hear anything regarding a group called the Liegemen, you do not interact. You do not talk to them. You run and you tell someone of authority.
I will.
He went as deadpan as he can, with concern.
Okay. And she squeezes his hands tight, nods. She's taking it very seriously, and she says, "I will, and I will let you know if I hear any of that, or if I catch wind of that. If it's a danger, you and the others should know."
Thank you. And he
And she
leans it.
takes her finger, touches you right in between the eyebrows. Stop that. You're furrowing your brows again. You're going to make the wrinkles worse.
Wait, I'm wrinkly?
I didn't say anything.
He very quickly steals a very soft kiss on her cheek.
Oh. How could you hear that? I can hear that. Yeah.
And he'll just go, be safe, please.
I will. As long as you and your party are safe.
We'll try. we're a motley crew, so anything can happen.
Fair enough. And she gives your hands one last squeeze, nods, and walks out.
He goes to find the others.
You find Candela, Celine, and Fractum in the library.
I'm trying to read poetry to Celine.
Oh my god.
I'm trying. I will roll a performance check if I have to.
Yeah, roll me performance. That's good. I'll get to you, Uriel, in just one moment.
Yeah. My whole -1 modifier. Holy shit, I rolled an 18. But that's a 17 now.
Yeah, you're reading the poetry, and you like catch like just a glimpse, just a boop, back down to the page, and Celine's like this.
It's definitely like from the Human Again cutscene from Beauty and the Beast, just like.
Yeah, she's like listening very intensely.
So this is love. This is love. Yeah, I'm romancing her through poetry.
Darren's just gonna come in and not say a fucking word, just watch.
I just had the song from Ratatouille play in my head. Do 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 do.
What you reading, Candela?
I accidentally throw the book up in the air.
Celine goes, like,
I catch it.
takes out her sword, like, is ready to fight until she sees it's just down and goes, oh, fucking
This is prized condition and you made me throw it! I'm gonna gently close the book and hand it back to Fractum before it gets damaged.
Totally rude, Darwin. Totally uncalled for. Shouting in the library.
I technically didn't shout. I just made my presence known.
You're not supposed to do that in a library.
Fractum just gives you the library look and then like turns and walks away.
We knew that he was meeting up with
Kaylee, yeah.
With Kaylee. Candela just goes, so, how was meeting up with your new girlfriend?
One, she's not my girlfriend, or not likely to be.
I'm sorry? She reject you that badly?
No, she didn't.
I'm gonna pull like a random little doll I have in my bag. Show me on the doll where she hurt you.
I told her about my wife and son.
But aren't they gone?
They have disappeared. It doesn't mean they're dead.
Well, you're an asshole for leading her on then.
Here's the thing, I do like Haley, I really do. But I couldn't lead her on any further, so I told her the truth.
Like I said, you're an asshole for leading her on then.
Oh, she took it really well.
I check over his face. Does he have any recent bruises from being slapped or punched?
Nope.
Oh, she really did leave you up. She let you off really easy this time.
She did beat me in the race, though.
Oh, I guess that's her way of punishing you.
Possibly.
So what have we learned? Don't lead girls on.
That one's just gonna go.
Why are you giving me that look?
Celine's like in the corner, like sipping tea.
Out of character, I'm like, oh, did that call her out a little bit?
Wait, is Celine leading me on?
Can I get you more tea, Celine?
Yes, please, thank you.
Oh, yeah. Gives Dowan another librarian look. Just for funsies this time.
I don't know why you're making that look, Dallin. I don't understand. What's this whole eye shifty thing going on? Never mind. You know where everyone else is? Where's Calypso? Where's Inga? Where's Uriel?
Ural is at City Hall talking to the chief's desk about the Leishman finding. Calypso probably somewhere where there's copious amounts of alcohol. Inga, I do not know.
You let my best...
She has been left unsupervised.
You left my best friend alone unsupervised.
I kind of got stolen by a very attractive horse lady.
That you led on.
Anywho, Celine.
Yes.
Basically, Darwin would take the time to repeat everything that Celine, Kaylee told Darwin about their tribe and village. Just being like, so yeah, it unfortunately is becoming a pattern, it seems.
The strange thing is, from your testimony and now hers, mine seems to be the only one with signs of struggle. Which is good, since we have something to follow.
We may have to go back to your village.
I think that heading back to my village is probably the smartest thing to do, and then we can head to the fort. I'm fairly certain we'll find more answers there, specifically because Candela needs something from there, and it's very important for her.
Well, shall we find the others?
We shall.
Also, Candela, I did not lead her on that bad. We went out for a meal as friends. And there was a very obnoxious table by us listening in.
It's me.
It's me, bitch.
It's me.
Wait, what? I'm confused now.
Sorry, I just had intellectual. I had an intellectual flatulence of like no tomorrow. But Darwin will just say to Fractum, Selena, and Candela, we should find your practically your sister and your then very dysfunctional other found family members.
I'm on the clock right now, but I'll meet up with you later.
When do you finish your shift?
I don't know. I'm kind of having fun doing this though.
Just meet us at the tavern when you're done, okay?
All right. Let me know if you want me to grab some books for you.
More poetry books, but ones that aren't like very delicate, like the one I was reading. If you find any worn down ones, that's fine.
All right. Darwin?
Can you find me any books pertaining to the What's my ancestor's name again? Sorry.
Holland?
Mhm.
Dunstan Holland.
Could you find any pertaining to Dunstan Holland, please?
I'll do what I can.
Thank you.
For you, Celine? Selenite?
If you could find me something light to read, a simple story, something preferably with a happy ending.
All right. I can probably find something like that.
Thank you.
And maybe I'll get a self-help book for Calypso.
I love it.
Anyway, yes. Please, I'll meet you at the tavern later.
Alright, see you later. Have fun.
All right,
Like-
so you guys.
Go ahead.
I was just saying, you guys head to the tavern. Fraction stays in the library. Uriel, you head to the
City Hall.
city hall. Thank you.
Yep.
Yes. So you go to the city hall. Anything you would like to do in particular?
Well, I am bringing with me the journal of the first chiefess.
Mhm.
So I'm going to City Hall and see if the current chiefess is in.
Yeah, Mariah. Yeah, Mariah is in. She is currently in her office, mulling over paperwork and other important documents.
He will knock before entering. Well, look, you're having a wonderful time.
And she has these like kind of small spectacles on. She takes them off. Well, this isn't exactly my favorite thing to do.
Oh, I can't stand paperwork. I have an assistant for that, mainly because I'm not in town very often. And she has much better handwriting than I do.
Yes. Well, what is it that I can help you with?
Well, I have a couple of things I wanted to be able to help you with. Very recently, our little group found our way to the fort that is rumored to be within the woods.
Fort Fleet.
Yes.
Well, no one's gone there in hundreds and hundreds of years.
It was found by 3 small children. Well, teenagers. But with their help, we managed to find it and found some very interesting things,
Of course.
including a liegeman, a necromancer in particular. They were chasing the children at least, were chasing the rumors of a ghost that was said to be there. And if may not have been a literal ghost of the past, and he takes out the journal, but less literal. He'll hand her the journal. This, from what I've been able to read, belongs to your ancestor, the first chiefess.
She takes it and then kind of like looks in shock before putting her spectacles back on and opens up the pages and starts reading. And it's like Mariah is a very well put together woman, but like she's trying very hard to not visibly geek out.
Oh my god, she's a history nerd.
Like, was their family history? Oh, absolutely. Like he yeah.
Well, the thing is with the chiefs, it's she is not the descendant of Fleta, because the chiefs are voted in. But she is like really excited and trying not to show it. And she's just mulling it all over and reading and scanning. And she says, "This is fascinating. Where did you find this?"
In the fort, there was a hidden, fancy secret room, and we went down there. It seems to be where she hid herself away in some sort of private quarters.
Some sort of panic room, maybe?
Some, more than likely, yes. From the times I've discerned some of the approximate dates from other context clues around the fort, these seem to be around the time when the war was at its peak and just before the storm.
This is very intriguing. And she closes it and sets it aside very gently. And she says, "I will take very good care of this. This is a piece of history that should be treated with respect."
That is why I brought it to you.
Thank you for this.
As far as Leishman updates, I found something else interesting that I'm going to keep under my hat for the moment, just for safety reasons. But we found it it came out of the grave of the area had a large graveyard. One of them had the Leishman's mark on it. So it's possible this order is much older than we originally thought. May have even been active during the time of the war.
So then this group must have been around for thousands of years.
Whether they were active all that time is hard to say. There's stories of small fighting groups with their own fancy titles who have all died out, but if several years later another group picks up their name and moves on with it, and sometimes for better, sometimes for worse. What they were then, I can't say, but I imagine there was something also very odd about the necromancer. One of our members used a spell to remove any muddling of her mind, and she seemed in a panic. It's possible not all of these liegemen, particularly the strong ones, they may not all be doing this of their own volition.
That was very concerning. However, if we do know that some are under this influence, it's possible that we could set more free.
Well, that's a complicated matter. When she was set free, there was something. I didn't sense anyone there, but for some reason, a spell activated in her, around her chest, and she kind of like he makes a face. She kind of melted. It was very unpleasant, and unfortunately, that's probably going to stay with those kids for a long period of time.
Just a little bit.
We didn't intend to bring them into a fight. We wanted to find the fort, find secrets and all that other stuff, and let the kids have a ghost hunting adventure while also being protected. And then she sort of showed up, and we managed to keep the kids from harm, physical harm at least. But,
This is all very, very good information to know. Thank you. I will do my best as chiefess to keep my people safe. We're already trying to hunt down more members and trying to find hints and traces wherever we can.
I'll be hopefully meeting soon with a representative from Crestwater to see if where they are in the situation and help fill them in. We need as many people with power to do things to be as informed as possible, since these things are going to be happening all over the place. There is another, let's say, small matter. Is it? Have there been any market disappearances lately?
No, not that I've seen. Ever since the burning of the buildings, it has been quiet, which has made our efforts rather difficult.
My comrade and new addition to our party are looking into disappearances. They seem to mainly be focused around, at least the two that we have examples of, were in Holland. I don't know if there have been many camps along the borders of the forest, but I'm trying to evaluate if it's a target on them as a people, or a regional problem, or what. And if it's affecting more than just that, and there are people of the various regions going missing, then we are going to try and find the source of it. We might suspect some legion activity, but I'm not entirely sure. That's aside from the one we're heading towards to investigate, they haven't really had any signs of struggle. People just vanished.
Wow.
If you hear any reports, please do let me know.
I will. I must get back to my paperwork. But thank you for this wonderful addition, and she gestures to the journal. I will send this to our historian and make sure that it's taken care of and documented well.
Yes, that's good. Ooh, I should probably I need to make a quick pit stop, but I will probably need to make sure my friends aren't. I think they went off. Some of them went off to help out with the festival and such. So, what is that, by the way? Is it tomorrow or the next few days?
It's within the next few days, 2 days from now.
We might miss it, but best of luck with your festival.
Thank you.
And I will leave you to your work. And he'll bow his head and take his leave. Probably share a glare from the old woman.
Oh yeah, the old racist woman. She was like,
just a mutual.
Mutual. I don't like you.
And before he heads back to the tavern, he will also pull a similar calypso move, and he will go to the Temple of Bhatia.
Okay.
And he sort of steps in.
Mm-hmm.
And are there some staff there at this hour?
Yeah, there's a handful.
Hello.
Oh, there's this kind of young elf male. He looks like he's come of age, and he's really dedicated to his craft. He's hello, how can I help you today?
Well, I had a couple of questions. I've gotten different answers over the time, but I thought since I was in town, I'd come by and see the main temple. He'll take the coin from his little slot. I've had this for several years now. It's a coin of Bhatia, but it's not currency. I've been trying to figure out just exactly what its purpose is. I can use it to commune with her during my prayers and such, and it's gotten me some fantastic results. But it just seems interesting. Wanted to know if you lot seem to be more the experts in the ways of Bhatia and religion aspect.
Well, can I see it?
He'll very gently hand it over.
He's very careful with it. He looks it over and kind of, wipes away, smudges and stuff like that. Really, takes a look at it and goes, well, in my history lessons, it looks like this was a common coin used at least over 1,000 years ago when the tribes and all the people and all the races split because of the war. They all kind of came up with their own currency. Creston specifically had a lot of these because they were dedicated to Bhatia. A lot of others have ones for Abner and Darion specifically. But these are not, they weren't uncommon at the time, but they are kind of hard to find now. And he hands it back.
Sort of slide it back into place. Well, I found it in the mouth, found it around the neck of a harpy several years ago. That's
a harpy. Well, I heard they like shiny things, so it's not news that it would take something like that.
Yes, as I just sort of took it as a trophy from that, and it's apparently she likes to talk to me now. That's new experience. I know you all have.
They tend to find us.
Yes, in our most compromising of positions at times. Face first in the dirt, half dead. But I've seen, you lot. I wouldn't imagine that a lot of you are fighting types. She's not much of, from what I've experienced, she's not much of the.
I'm not very fighty.
Has she had notable fighty types in the past?
Well, all of the gods have their own kind of champions. They've at least had one out of all the ones that they've had.
So it just kind of falls into not necessarily the overly religious role. Sure, I'm sure it helps.
Bhatia, she's not exactly a fighty type person. She's more of a give insight, and she's more of a strategist. She gives you like a step or two ahead of somebody else, and it gives you the advantage. And it's all for good.
Yeah, that much I've learned. She's shown me a great many things. He kind of looks around, leans into him. You want to hear something cool?
Sure.
I've seen her.
You seen her?
I can hear her voice clearly now, and I've seen her appear in front of me, and she touched my forehead last time I saw her.
Wow.
I saw some stuff that was That was new.
Yeah,
Whenever
she kind of does that.
Did she? I don't know what the same for y'all, but when she decides to be present, there's that wind that sort of kicks up even when you're inside and the door, all the things are closed.
Yep.
That just does that ever? Does the jumpiness of that ever go away? I'm kind of young, so I don't know if you.
Well, I mean, for me, it's kind of a comforting thing. I don't get jumpy about it. But I do know some other people who are jumpy people find it jumpy.
Given my job, I might be a little bit jumpy.
There's no shame in that.
It's something I'll have to get used to. Thank you. It's been very helpful.
You're welcome.
Fell into my hands for some reason. I just hope I can get. He kind of like sighs. I know I'm asking for a straight answer from a god. In any of the three, asking for a full-on straight answer is asking a lot. But a mission of some sort would be for some. I don't know exactly what I want here.
Sometimes, from my experience, there are no coincidences. And when they're silent, it means that you're in the right spot.
That is both comforting and also troubling.
Yeah.
I suppose that's the gods for you, though. They're not yelling at you. You're doing it right. But I kind of want to yell at me to make sure I'm doing it. It's, again, somewhat new. But thank you. You have been very helpful. He'll let you take a small, you take a piece of iron and sort of go to shake his hand and sort of slip it into his hand.
Mm.
And you give it up. I think you're a fine addition to the temple.
Thank you.
Leave the iron in his hand.
All right. So you leave.
Yep.
Typing. On your way out, Uriel, you are heading back. I'm guessing you are trying to find the party.
Yeah, he's probably like, he's heading like towards the tavern because he kind of figures if at least one of them is if they got lost, at least one of them gonna head to a tavern to try. It's like, yeah, they'll find me eventually.
That's fair. Yeah, you start heading to the tavern, and you hear a familiar chirping sound. Your wonderful personal eagle friend is flying your way and has a letter tied to its leg.
He'll sort of hold out his arm for him to Angus, my boy.
It's very happy to see you.
Gives him the scritches on his head.
Mm-hmm.
He'll take the letter, sort of swoop it around his hand, and he will read the letter.
And I shall send the letter. Boop. There you are. So yeah, your eagle sits on your shoulder and chirps a bit.
He'll like give him like the head scratches.
Mm-hmm.
As he reads the letter. Huh. That's troubling. He'll tuck away the thing and He'll keep giving him scriptures and you get to meet my friends, and I'll send you off with a letter, with a return letter to my father in the morning. You flew all the way here. You get a break. Good boy.
All right, and so you head into the tavern where Dallin and Candela and Celine are.
There's a great big old eagle on his shoulder.
Hey there, are you heading to the tavern at all?
No, have you found the turkey leg?
Yes.
Then I'm heading to the blacksmith.
Okay.
Uriel comes in. He looks much more troubled than.
My knee just started to hurt, so
Ouch.
I
Sure.
decided to stretch out my leg.
All right. I'll get to you in just a moment, Uriel and everybody else. So you head back to the blacksmith
With the turkey leg. Yes.
and he turns and goes, "Ah, you're back.
Yes. Here.
And you got the turkey. Oh, thank you.
Uh-huh.
And I just finished on the barrel."
Oh, you did?
Pats it.
Oh my goodness.
It's fancy.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's fancy. So it's got a filter and a lid, and the wheels are properly secured.
Yes.
Okay, now here's a problem. What am I going to do when they get bigger?
Well, they need more space.
Yeah.
So with that many tadpoles, I'd probably give it maybe another week or so before they probably have to go into a proper pond.
I have to give them up.
You can always go back and visit.
The point is they were going to be my army. Sucks.
Frogs aren't really great listeners, though. They're stubborn.
It's fine. It's fine. It would be glorious. I mean, this is fantastic. I can probably keep my favorites.
You can.
I can keep my favorites. This is beautiful. Thank you.
You are welcome.
This is nice.
Do you head back to the tavern? with
I'm
your
just
new-
admiring it for a moment.
Okay.
I'm like, yeah. Have you thought about doing this for a living?
Blacksmithing.
Oh, I mean, like, habitat advancing.
No.
You could totally make that the profession.
Yes, I could.
You could. There's probably a lot of people who need good habitats for their frog armies, and they just don't have anywhere to get them.
I'll keep it in mind.
Cool. Cool. Thank you. Thank you very
You're welcome.
much. Thank you. And I take it back to the tavern.
All right. Calypso. What are you doing, my dear?
I was heading back to the library.
Okay. Yeah, so you see Fractum in the library. They're cleaning and drinking tea. And we're gonna wrap up in just a minute.
Yeah, I totally ignore Fractum and I start looking for information on the gods, divine intervention, all
Okay.
that jazz.
Yeah, you find him full of books. Roll me investigation. Yeah, so you find like 3 books all about divine intervention and the connection between the gods and the followers. It's all pretty like set in stone, especially about what you find in the second book, which is those who are chosen by the gods. Sadly for you, it mentions that there's no way to break that connection once a god has chosen you.
Yeah. And then I think after a little bit of getting super frustrated, she's actually going to switch gears and look up what she can on devils
Okay.
as mortals know them.
All right. Yeah, so you go and you find a handful of books on those.
Anything about because there's the lemure who are known to be human souls that became, but she's going to see if there's any record of anything going past that form from a human soul.
So, like going from a human to a demon?
To a devil, yeah.
Mm. You find one source. And it does mention that it is possible for a humanoid soul to split itself or tear itself and be twisted into a demonic form. But specifically with this kind from the example that is given, it takes incredible trauma and pain and suffering and anguish to twist somebody's soul and re-wrap it basically into a devil.
She just gets super pissed off and just starts throwing shit.
Okay. The old lady comes by with tea and backs away slowly. So, yeah. Anything else you'd like to do?
I think after she calms down, she'll probably purchase that book.
Okay. Yeah, so you purchase that book. And everybody back at the tavern.
Oh yeah, Fractum is just gonna, I guess, follow Calypso without talking to them.
Only because she threw a massive fucking tantrum in the middle of the library, started throwing shit around, bought a book, and left.
Yeah.
Which how much did that book cost me, by the way?
Let's see. What is the currency that you have at this
Pearl.
moment?
I only have Pearl. Yeah.
Okay, just one.
Okay.
Feel like at the tavern, Candela has ordered like the tallest fucking like sandwich you can order there, and is determined to eat it.
I love it. Celine is sitting next to Candela, and she's ordered like a really nice hearty meal.
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, I have like one of those heart attack burgers. It's like fucking a foot and a half tall on the table, and I'm just staring it down, strategizing how to eat it.
Darwin has not ordered any food, but he's just also looking like at this burger as well.
I have started a tab under Darwin's name.
Oh, which reminds me, by the way, how much did me and Kaylee's meal cost?
1 iron.
Staring down the sandwich.
1 moment.
But Darwin is just like staring from between this burger between the sandwich to Candela. Back to the sandwich, back to Candela. What's the plan?
Well, I know I can't shove it all in my mouth at once. That would not be wise. I think I could.
No.
I think I can. I mean, they kind of have a bun in the middle here, so I can, like, kind of make it into 2 sandwiches, and I'll eat the first one. Maybe have a small french fry break in between, then eat the second one.
No. You want to do start stuff last. It's going to fill you up too quick. You're not going to finish it.
Okay, fries last then.
Fries last.
Ooh! Oh, no, wait, then the whole burger would fall apart if I take the buns off.
You could get it lettuce wrapped.
I like your thinking. I'll take, like, whatever, like, decorative pieces of lettuce are on the fucking plate and, like, switch out the buns with the lettuce.
There you go.
And set the buns aside with the fries that I ordered. Yeah, I will gather the first sandwich.
Dad will kind of put his hand on Candela's shoulder. You got this. Make me
Darion,
proud.
give me strength, and I start to eat.
Make me proud!
And I start to eat the sandwich.
The bird is watching this, looking horrified, as Uriel's treating it like pieces of fish. Like,
I promise my jaw does not unhinge like a snake.
that'd be horrifying. Well, yeah, for those who don't know, there's a giant bird on his shoulder.
I'm too focused on my sandwich, dude.
That's fair. It is a mighty sandwich.
Evidence to show that.
So, I think that is it for tonight. So I'm gonna wrap us up.
Okie dokie.
So the last shot that we see for this evening is the camera pulls out of the tavern and pulls out of the city, and it heads through the entire land of Pandor at a high speed until it goes through very thick mountainous forests until it comes upon another dark fort shining in the sunset light. As it enters inside, it moves past a wall, like through a wall, into a small, what looks like a dark room with one window, and a bundle sits on a wooden box. And as the wind blows through the window, it pushes that fabric aside to reveal a red leather-bound book with a very ornate symbol of the gods etched onto the front. To be continued.
I want to let you know, when I text you H-E-H-E, I'm not saying hee-hee, I'm saying Alright, with that, I think we're going to end the stream here. Thank you for everyone who tuned in to watch Secrets of Pandor. Next Monday is going to be Humblewood Heroes of Humble Origin. Don't forget, this Wednesday is Star Wars Talks the night before Session 0. Thursday will be Session 0 of Clone Wars 5e, and we are back to GKC this Friday. But if you don't want to watch anything Star Wars, Tales of Yggdrasil will be on Thursday as well at mnchief_ on Twitch. And as always, if you miss any of our sessions, we try to upload them to YouTube as soon as possible. But thank you all for joining. We will see you all in the next session, and have a great rest of your night. Bye-bye!
Bye.